Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel where we take awesome out of the box. My name is Jamie and today we're going to be talking about the VIVO V15 Pro, which is the world's first smartphone with a 32 megapixel pop-up camera. Now before we dive in, let's show you what comes inside the box. Our review unit came in topaz blue, but it's also available in coral red. You've got the usual contents that come inside the box, which include a SIM ejector, the documentation, the charger, a micro USB cable, and a pair of earphones. Now we usually don't talk about the cases that come with the smartphone, but this one definitely deserves some attention. The case that comes with the V15 Pro is far from the usual jelly case that we typically see out of the box. This one has rubberized sides to give the phone a bit more protection and has a special cutout for the pop-up front cameras. Alright, so with the unboxing out of the way, let's dive right in. While in the previous video I said I was beginning to experience gradient fatigue, that doesn't mean I can't appreciate it. The design element is present on the V15 Pro that comes in really bold color choices, but the topaz blue offers a more monochromatic look with different shades rather than transitioning into different colors. There's also a textured look to it that's quite similar to the emerald green color variant of the Huawei Mate 20. While the phone looks amazing, we're a little disappointed that the build is made out of polycarbonate plastic. Now some of you might be brave enough to use your devices without any protection, but we definitely recommend that you err on the side of caution with this one because you're really going to want to protect the motors of the front camera. Now aside from that, the ergonomics are good, but there is a significant camera bump because of how the shooters are arranged. Now that's another good reason why you should rock this with the included case. For the button and port layout, you have the power button and the volume rocker on the right side of the phone. There's a dedicated Google Assistant button on the left side, as well as access to the phone's micro SD card slot. On top is a headphone jack and the spot for the pop-up cameras, of course. And on the bottom are the dual SIM tray, speaker grills, and a micro USB port. Now we're really disappointed by the port choice on the V15 Pro since it pushes a lot of innovative features, but they failed to upgrade it to a USB Type-C port. For shame, Vivo. For shame. You have a 6.39-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED Ultra Full View display, and since there's no notch to speak of, you're getting a screen-to-body ratio of nearly 92%, and those bezels are pretty thin. Of course, you guys know that we're head over heels with Super AMOLED displays, so we definitely think that you guys will enjoy consuming content on this device as much as we have. While the display on the V15 Pro is great, the audio aspect is a bit lackluster. While most phones don't have amazing speakers to begin with, the highs on this one can be a bit piercing and muddy overall. We highly recommend using your favorite pair of cans so that you can fully enjoy the display of the V15 Pro without the audio getting in the way of the experience. Vivo pretty much beat everyone to the punch when they unveiled their in-display fingerprint scanner, and while we weren't a fan of its first iteration, it's definitely come a long way. It's a lot more accurate this time around, and the brand says that it's thanks to 3 key upgrades they made to the feature to significantly lower the margin of error. We suggest using this over facial recognition because not only is it more secure, but you save the phone from raising and lowering the front camera each time you want to check your social media feeds. The VIVO V15 Pro is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 675 processor that's more than enough for our day-to-day needs. Now in the Philippines, we'll be getting this with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, which we really appreciate since we tend to jump from app to app when you use our phones to work on the go. In terms of benchmarks, it gets a significant bump up from the previous V series devices, and it actually handles some of the games we've been playing on this device quite well. There's going to be a separate gaming review for the V15 Pro, so stay tuned to our YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe for more updates about this device. With the V15 Pro, Vivo adopts the triple camera setup. You have a 48 megapixel main camera at f1.8, an 8 megapixel wide angle camera at f2.2, and having the option to shoot wide always gets the thumbs up from us, which leaves us with a 5 megapixel depth sensor. Despite that high megapixel count, photos output to a default of 12 megapixels, and you're going to want to keep it that way. John has a great article on the website about phones with 48 megapixel cameras, which we highly suggest you guys give a read. I'll leave a link in the description down below. The resulting photos from the cameras are pretty impressive. Images look to be sharp, but there is a fair amount of post-processing happening from what's being shown on the display compared to the final product. It doesn't go too overboard, but it's definitely noticeable. We'll reserve our judgment for our full review when we've really stretched out the legs on the V15 Pro's cameras. Now it's finally time to talk about the main feature of the V15 Pro, which is the 32 megapixel pop-up selfie shooter, which again, a world's first for the brand. Now of course, all of that doesn't matter if the resulting photos aren't good, and thankfully they are. We like how our initial selfies turned out, but again, we'll have to test it out further in different scenarios. Now Vivo says that the front camera mechanism can be used at least 300,000 times. Now even though you check your phone 100 times a day, that'll last you more than 8 years, and I'm pretty sure you would have moved on by then. Move on now. Move on now. The Vivo V15 Pro is juiced up by a 3,700 mAh battery that should give you at least a day and a half worth of power with browsing and a YouTube binger every now and then. However, if you're a heavy gamer, you might find yourself running out of juice sooner, since it seemed to have taken bigger sips when we busted a quick game of Vainglory. We'll have to investigate further, but this might be a deal breaker for those of you who treat your devices like a handheld console. Unfortunately, Vivo Philippines has yet to give us the price tag and the availability of the V15 Pro here in the country, but if you convert it from the Indian launch, it should be somewhere around 22,000 pesos. Now we're hoping that they keep to within the same price tag, or maybe much lower. So that's pretty much it for this video on the Vivo V15 Pro. If you like it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next ones. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll try to get them as soon as I can. For all the latest tech news and gadget reviews, head to unbox.ph, plus follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. My name is Jamie, peace, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time. Be nice in the comment section.